Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, fellas, really quickly, since I'm waiting on Lucas, but we'll start it up here, okay? So just hold ball really quickly. Let's all gather in a tight circle here. Come here. All right, guys, so you already know I do the message of the day, right? Now, again, we have a special guest here. He's with @WhereGrindingNeverStops, right? So shouts out to @WhereGrindingNeverStops. Appreciate you coming in. Guys, don't worry about him right now, okay? He's getting some footage. This is something y'all can look back on later in life, okay? It's gonna be really cool when y'all see yourselves grow. You're gonna be like, man, I remember when I was that age, right? So y'all ready for the message of the day?
Sure.
All right, cool. So really quickly, before we jump into things, right? I want to give y'all some homework until the next session. Not crazy homework, not a crazy amount, right? But I want y'all to think of some goals. One of your goals, I want it to be a crazy goal. I want to play for the Spurs, or I want to own an NBA team, or whatever it is. I want you to think of one crazy goal, and I want you to bring it to me next week, okay? When I see you, whether it's on Monday or on Wednesday, okay? Then I want you to have two other goals that for basketball. What do you want to be better at, okay? I know one already. I talked to Coach James, and what he said, hey, Cannon needs to work on his left, okay? So that might be one of them, just giving you an example. Working on the left, right? Because you'd create more opportunity for yourself being able to drive left, right? Lachlan, maybe for you, right? And feel free to any goal that you want, but maybe for you, it's I want to be able to dribble, have a crossover, get the between the legs, and go left on it, right? Maybe that's a goal, right? Joshua, maybe same thing for you, right? Maybe I want to be able to go between the legs, behind the back, right? Just those little goals, because here's what happens with goals, okay? In order to get somewhere, you ever see your parents or anybody put on a GPS when they're like, hey, I want to go somewhere, I want to go here, right? And then you get to that destination, okay? That's huge, that's awesome, thank you GPS, right? But here's the thing, in order to get to that place, you have to give it thought. You have to set the coordinates, right? You have to set your goal. And now once you get to that place, you want to think about how you got there. Sit back and think about, how did I get to this goal? How did I get to this place? In order to get to that place or exceed those goals, what I like to call a 10x rule, in order to get to that number one crazy goal that you're thinking about, you have to think about where you came from. The original starting point, when you put in the GPS or wrote down that goal, right? And it starts here. Because 10 years from now, when y'all look back, you're going to say, okay, well, I completed goal 2 and 3. I still haven't got into the NBA. Or I'm not playing professional soccer yet. I haven't got that offer yet. But here's that goal. I remember I scratched these 2 off. Cool, let me add in a couple more. I still got to get to that goal. Let me reflect and think about how I got to these, how I scratched these off, okay? So can y'all do that for me next time I see y'all? Just create a couple goals and then just bring them to me. Is that okay? Can y'all do that for me? All right, cool. Y'all ready to get better today?
Sure.
All right, SwishLab on 3. 1. All right, you lead it.
SwishLab on 3.
Do it, start over. Yeah, SwishLab on 3. Go ahead, you got it.
SwishLab on 3. 1, 2, 3.
SwishLab, let's go. Okay, got it. We're gonna get going. Let me see.
Yeah.
If you like the content that you just saw, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that follow @WhereGrindingNeverStops and SwishLab. We out.